With Simone Sanchez, teacher Gretchen Andres, as well as student Sophia Melambayan, right? Melambayan?
Yes.
Yeah. And William Shippey.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. Sophia, please, your thoughts.
Well, I feel like that the students of Simon Sanchez have been complacent for way too long.
Mm-hmm.
And I know the senators have been showing interest in our school, even when we welcome them to walk in the shoes of a shark. But I feel like that there's a big difference between reading about what's wrong with our school and experiencing it for themselves. I know they had a day, or maybe it was only half of a day, to really see like.
They not only walked, they ate the food of the sharks as
yes,
well.
They did that too.
They ate shark food.
Yes, but there's a definite difference between reading about the hot temperatures and feeling the sweat on your skin.
Sure. I mean, I'm just wondering if they would be able to work in those conditions on a daily basis for a term, right? Because Ms. Andres, you're there 16 years. Things have progressively gotten worse. So you've had to endure years of either constant heat, constant rain, whatever. There are a lot of constants, right? There are constants. Bill, William?
Really, my opinion of the school right now is I can't blame the students for falling asleep in class and stuff like that, because the classrooms are hot and stuff like that. And as they go along with their days and stuff like that, they just tend to fall asleep because of the warmness. And yeah, like I see like holes in the walls, and all they do is put plywood over it and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just really sad to call that or say I am part of Simon Sanchez and have them look at that and be like, oh, you're one of those people. So.
Well, I mean, and actually, the newest thing the newest thing to be built at Simone Sanchez, I think, is their marquee.
Yeah, the marquee. Yeah.
So maybe you should hold classes by the marquee, right?
Yeah.
Again, you've been there. This is your senior year. This is your fourth year. As I asked Derek earlier. He said he really started experiencing really hardship starting his junior year 2 years ago. When did you start feeling these conditions?
My first year, I just transferred to Simon Sanchez like last year.
Oh, okay.
So, and I can actually feel their pain as I walk with them. But really, I play soccer, and the field is really rocky, and we've had a couple injuries already. But
I've seen your field, and I tell you, I mean, most soccer players, if you were to invite a soccer, I mean, even a collegiate player over there, and you ask them to again help the students, they're going to say, are you crazy? I'm going to jeopardize my college career, my professional career, to even step on this field. Okay, my son's a professional soccer player. He will not step on that field, because it's just not conducive. He will jeopardize his career. His legs are his money, basically, right? And so why do we want to do that? I mean, you don't just give a field and say, hey, this is the field of dreams, right? We built it. It's there. You got to give them, a field that's conducive. Don't say this is a soccer field and put lines and send, and then put some goals over there and say, this is a soccer field, therefore you can do it. That's not the way it happens. I mean, you go to senators' offices, leaders' offices, they're set a different way. They're not just, hey, we just do it, and some are more glamorous than others, but there's a standard of cleanliness, niceness, and coolness and things like that. Yeah, Ms. Andres.
We definitely with this project, the students are learning to voice their opinions and voice their concerns. And again, like I said earlier, we expect. And that's what we have to do. We have to expect our leaders to do what they're supposed to do, because whether we have a place to go, whether there's money or not, that's not what we're supposed to be doing.
Sure.
In fact, we are not supposed to be in classrooms that are 89 degrees hot. We are not. My students or the students at the school are not to be wearing plastic bags when it rains. We're not a third world country. We should have the sources, and we expect our leaders to be there. They're there for a reason, and while you're in that position, well, now
Yeah. Well, I hope again, you've got to build a recently introduced bill. You had an assembly yesterday introduced by Senator McCready and Senator Rodriguez. Okay. Hopefully we get a public hearing pretty soon. I think that's a step in the right direction. Hopefully it goes beyond. Hopefully, when it gets to committee, that it be put out to public hearing. You guys going to be in attendance at the public hearing?
Oh yes, we definitely are going to be there.
Okay, and hopefully that they would plan it at the time that you guys are out of school and it's convenient for, again, the stakeholders. Because the stakeholders, it's not just somebody who goes to the steak shop and steak restaurant and all that. It's you guys, okay?
Yes.
Hopefully that you guys will be able to attend. It's very important. But I want to thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Ms. Andres, it's always a pleasure. And again, we're always together and yearly basis around the same time again, because you always got your students doing something. Last year it was the marquee. Before that it was the security, right?
Yes.
Security for the school. Those were two things again. I mean, maybe the marquee was okay, but the security, and you guys were having break-ins at one time that were very costly for the school as well.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And students,
Thank you.
thank you for joining us as well. Hey, join me tomorrow morning in the Buzz. This is 63 tomorrow radio station. We'll talk more about this and what else you may want to talk about. But it's good night for now. Thank you.